Hello everyone, it's Troy here, back again this week for the vlog, filling in for Chris. And we have one of your favorite concepts for the vlog, playtester picks. We got a bunch of the boys in the house. We got some new blood, some new members of the playtest team. But before we get to them, I'm gonna jump in with my favorite picks currently. These not necessarily our rackets of choice, our products of choice, but just what we're feeling at the moment, what we're vibing with. So let's jump right in. One of the newer shoes we recently play tested, one of my current favorites, I'd say probably top 5 for shoes for me, is the new K-Swiss Hypercourt Supreme 2. Really liking this shoe. And this is one, after the review, my thoughts and my feelings about this shoe got better and better. This is a shoe that got better with time for me. So the first version of this shoe was really comfortable, really soft and supple and cushioned right out of the box. But over time, it kind of opened up, stretched out, maybe a little too flexible. This one, kind of the opposite. It was nice and firm and stable, needed a break-in for me for about a week or two. And it just got better with time. I felt like it got sweeter, it got better. It molded to my foot after about a month of playing with. So I really love this shoe now. One of my favorites. We currently have this for $119, which is a great price for a premium court shoe here, Hypercourt Supreme 2. Check that out. Next item up is one of our favorite polys on the market and just a great value string, the Völkl Cyclone. Nothing new here. We've talked about this string for years, but I'm just amazed at how Völkl keeps this such a great value. It's a great performing string, super spin friendly, crisp, pockets the ball well, $8.99 a set, and then $129 for the reel. That's just a really great value for the performance of the string. And this is my favorite color, the bright yellow. It just makes any racket pop. Looks great with the stencil. So Völkl Cyclone, can't say enough good things. And then last but not least, for the racket, I have the Wilson coming out of their Pro Labs, the Pro Staff 6195. Used to play with this racket, used to be my racket of choice. And as soon as I saw this cosmetic with the shiny bronze colorway here, the sparkle to it, it's just beautiful. Takes me back. It's super solid, super stable. If I had to knock it, sometimes I crave a little bit more spin potential from my string patterns now, but when I hit with it, the feel is amazing. So those are my picks. We're gonna jump into the next playtester, one of the new playtesters. Oak, what do you got for your picks?
All right, thanks, Troy. What's going on, everyone? Here for some summary picks today. Got some seasonal items. First up, we've got the Prince grip enhancing lotion, and this can actually be used for a variety of purposes, not only to enhance your grip, but if you're somebody who's prone to blisters and other kinds of wear on your body, that's a great application for it as well. So pick up for some of this in your summer expenditures. And also take a look maybe at some UV blocking material. We've got some arm sleeves here from Block UV, but really any one will do. They're pretty useful. They kind of double as compression and sun protection, so extremely practical during the hotter months for sure. And then lastly, we've got some P6 polyester string. This is one of my personal favorites that we carry. It's actually what we use in all of our demo rackets. So if you've tried any of our frames and liked the experience, you can actually buy this string yourself. It's got great control, phenomenal spin potential, and just really good tension maintenance as well. So that actually wraps up my picks. I'm gonna toss it over to Manish, one of our other new members, and he'll get into it with you guys.
Thank you, Oak. So for me, I have a racket here. It's the Percept 100D, and I've been using this for a while now. I slapped some leather on here, and then I customized it with some of the T-Dub tungsten tape. The Hyper G has always been a popular string amongst the playtesters, so I slapped on that, and it's really nice. It's playing really well. The 1819 gives it a lot of control, a lot of precision, but then that 100 screen chat size makes it very forgiving and gives it a good amount of power, just the right amount of what you need. The next one is, again, a T-Dub product. It's the leather, the private label leather that we carry. And I've been using a lot of leather lately because I've been customizing a lot of my frames. It's just easy, and you're getting it under $10, so it's a really good deal. For leather, under $10, always a good deal. And last but not the least, I have another T-Dub product. It's the T-Dub trucker hat that I've been wearing for the last few weeks. Spring's here, and then summer will be here in the next week. So hats, sunglasses are all these things that you'll be taking to the courts for the next few months. This is a really breathable, really nice, like it's got adjustable straps. So I've been wearing it backwards for the last few weeks, and Troy's not a fan of that, but I think it looks very stylish. And those are all my picks. I'm gonna toss it to Mark now, and we'll see what he has got for you guys today.
Thanks, Manish, for that great segue into my Tennis Warehouse summer picks. Now, I know these are our current favorites and summer is almost upon us. I'm going to say these are going to have some staying power long after spring, summer, fall, etc. I'm going to start off with the Gravity MP XL. A lot of people are familiar with the fact that I really enjoy extended length frames. This one originally came to us a few years ago in about a 295 gram form, and I thought it was awesome. This time around, head packed 305 gram worth of weight-based power into this. You're getting a 27.5-inch length. And I really like the uniqueness and function of both a 100 square inch hoop versus a 1620 pattern. You definitely, like Manish mentioned about his 100D, you're getting the plushness and power from the 100 square inch hoop, but you're getting the control off of a tighter density of string pattern. So this one is just literally a no excuses racket. Works great with a full bed of poly like I have here, hybrid, or if you're somebody who wants a little more help and comfort off the string bed, synthetic gut, natural gut, just an extremely versatile racket. Obviously, I'm gushing this one's going to be with me for quite some time. Next up, who can even go out on the tennis court without strings? We may be a little bit spoiled here. We have access to so much just different varieties of strings. This one here is the Gamma Amp series. This is the new Sapphire string. This one runs at an incredibly low 659. And it just plays great. I'm not buying the string or playing with the string because it's so economical. It does play great. Many of the light blue polys seem to play a little bit softer, and this one gives a great bite on the ball. It is available in both a 16 and a 17 gauge. It's probably also worth mentioning that Gamma's version of a 16 gauge is a 128 and their 17 is a 123, which might vary a little bit comparing to other strings. But overall, this one just works great in just about any racket I've played with. And did I mention that it is also biodegradable? Not only the packaging, but there is an accelerant within the compound of the string that actually assists with the breakdown in a biodegradable situation. So be sure to check out this string, available on Tennis Warehouse site. And last but not least, we have an abundance of balls, like we have access to lots of rackets, strings, etc. We play with just about every tennis ball, and we have what I would refer to as a general population basket. So we just throw every ball in there. We're not sticklers for that. But I notice, we don't open a new can every time we play. We'll reach into the bucket, and we're constantly reaching for a Grand Prix. So out of all the other balls there with a decent amount of wear and tear, these are the ones we reach for. They seem to bounce a little truer, a little better for a longer period of time. And the felt seems to stay put. And also these, a 24 can case of 3-ball cans is running about $89.95. So it's just an impeccable deal. Summertime, wintertime, anytime. This is just probably my favorite ball to play with overall. And that wraps up my summertime playtester picks. Thanks again for tuning in. If you'd like to learn anything else about tennis, be sure to tune in to tenniswarehouse.com.